Imagine a wooden ship, its prow carved into the shape of a fearsome dragon, emerging from the morning mist. The year is 793 AD. The place is Lindisfarne, a peaceful monastery on the English coast. This isn't a friendly visit. These are the Vikings, and they're here to raid. This surprise attack sent shockwaves through Europe. It marked the beginning of the Viking Age, a period of incredible exploration and conquest. But who were these mysterious raiders? They came from Scandinavia. This included Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. For centuries, they lived in these lands, farming, fishing, and trading. But something changed in the late 8th century. The Vikings set sail in their longships, ready to leave their mark on the world. Buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey through time to uncover the secrets of these fascinating seafarers. The Vikings didn't just appear out of thin air. Their story begins long before the raid on Lindisfarne. They were descendants of Germanic tribes who had inhabited Scandinavia for centuries. Their homeland, with its long coastlines, fjords, and harsh winters, shaped their culture and way of life. The Vikings were skilled seafarers and boat builders from a young age. Their long ships, sleek and fast, could navigate both rivers and open seas. This mastery of the water would become their greatest asset. The Vikings weren't just fierce warriors, they were also skilled craftsmen, traders, and explorers. They established trade routes that spanned from North America to the Caspian Sea. They traded in furs, timber, slaves, and exotic goods. Their travels brought them into contact with different cultures, exchanging ideas and influencing the world around them. To understand the Vikings, we need to look beyond the stereotypes of horned helmets and bloodthirsty barbarians. Their story is one of adaptation, resilience, and an unquenchable thirst for exploration and conquest. The Viking longships were engineering marvels of their time. These vessels were designed for speed, maneuverability, and versatility. They were shallow drafted, allowing them to navigate rivers and land directly on beaches. This gave the Vikings a significant tactical advantage in raids and warfare. The ships were powered by both sails and oars, enabling them to travel great distances and explore new lands. The Vikings were fearless explorers, venturing far beyond their Scandinavian homeland. They sailed west to Iceland and Greenland, establishing settlements in these harsh environments. They even reached North America, centuries before Columbus, landing in what is now Newfoundland, Canada. Their voyages took them east as well, sailing down the rivers of Russia and establishing trade routes to Constantinople and the Byzantine Empire. These voyages of exploration and expansion demonstrate the Vikings' incredible seafaring skills, navigational abilities, and their relentless spirit of adventure. They weren't afraid of the unknown. They embraced it, leaving their mark on the world far and wide. Life in Viking Age Scandinavia wasn't all about raiding and exploration. Most Vikings were farmers, fishermen, and craftspeople. They lived in small villages, scattered across the rugged landscape. Families worked together to survive the harsh conditions, relying on the land and sea for sustenance. Their homes were simple, often built from wood and turf, designed to withstand the cold winters. Despite the challenging environment, the Vikings developed a rich and vibrant culture. They were skilled artisans, creating intricate jewelry, weapons, and tools. Storytelling and music were important aspects of their social life. They would gather around the fire, sharing tales of gods and heroes, accompanied by music from instruments like the lyre and the horn. Their beliefs and rituals were deeply intertwined with nature, reflecting their close connection to the land and sea. Understanding their daily lives provides a more nuanced view of the Vikings, showcasing their resilience, ingenuity, and the complexities of their society. Section 5. Gods, Monsters, and Runes, Myths and Legends of the Norse. The Vikings had a rich mythology, full of powerful gods, fearsome monsters, and epic tales. They believed in a pantheon of gods, each with their own unique powers and personalities. Odin, the Allfather, was the god of wisdom, war, and magic. Thor, the god of thunder, was known for his strength and his mighty hammer, Mjolnir. Freya was the goddess of love, beauty, and fertility. These gods and goddesses played an active role in their lives, influencing their decisions and shaping their destiny. Viking myths and legends weren't just stories. They were a way to explain the world around them, teach moral lessons, and preserve their history and traditions. Section 6. The legacy of the longships, Viking influence today. The Viking Age may have ended centuries ago, but their legacy continues to shape the world we live in today. Their voyages of exploration and expansion had a profound impact on the map of Europe and beyond. They established trade routes, founded settlements, and influenced the development of languages, cultures, and political systems. Their DNA can be found in populations across Europe, a testament to their widespread influence. The Vikings' impact can be seen in our language, with words like berserk, skull, and knife originating from Old Norse. Their artistic styles and motifs can be found in jewelry, architecture, and design. Their myths and legends continue to inspire literature, film, and popular culture. From the sagas of Iceland to the Marvel Thor movies, the Vikings continue to capture our imaginations. Their story is a reminder that even the most fearsome raiders can leave behind a legacy of cultural exchange, exploration, and lasting influence. Section 7. Beyond the stereotypes, Viking society and culture. While the Vikings are often portrayed as bloodthirsty barbarians, their society was surprisingly complex and sophisticated. They had a strong legal system with laws and assemblies to maintain order. Women enjoyed a relatively high status compared to other cultures at the time. They could own property, inherit wealth, and even initiate divorce. Their society valued strength, courage, and loyalty, but also cunning, adaptability, and a sense of community. The Vikings were also skilled craftspeople, creating intricate jewelry, weapons, and tools using materials like iron, bronze, and silver. They were masters of woodworking, shipbuilding, and textiles. Their artistic styles, characterized by intricate knotwork and animal motifs, reflected their beliefs and connection to nature. Their craftsmanship wasn't limited to practical objects. They also created beautiful and elaborate art, showcasing their creativity and skill. By looking beyond the stereotypes, we can appreciate the depth and richness of Viking society and culture. While raiding was a part of Viking life, it wasn't their only occupation. In fact, trade played a vital role in their economy and expansion. The Vikings were skilled merchants, establishing extensive trade networks across Europe and beyond. They traveled vast distances in their longships, exchanging goods and ideas with different cultures. From Scandinavia, they exported timber, furs, honey, and slaves. They sailed east to Constantinople, trading these goods for silks, spices, and silver. They ventured west to the British Isles, trading for wool, silver, and other valuable commodities. Their trade routes extended as far as the Middle East and Central Asia, demonstrating their entrepreneurial spirit and their ability to navigate vast distances. The Vikings' success as traders highlights their adaptability, their understanding of supply and demand, and their willingness to engage with different cultures. They were not just raiders. They were also savvy businessmen and women who played a vital role in the global economy of their time. The Viking Age, like all eras, eventually came to an end. A number of factors contributed to their decline, including climate change, the consolidation of power in Europe, and the Christianization of Scandinavia. The warmer temperatures of the medieval warm period made farming more difficult in Scandinavia, while the rise of powerful kingdoms in England and France presented a united front against Viking raids. As Christianity spread throughout Scandinavia, the old Viking beliefs and way of life began to fade. The last Viking king of Norway converted to Christianity in the 11th century, marking a turning point in their history. While the Viking Age may be over, their impact on the world continues to resonate. Their legacy of exploration, trade, and cultural exchange shaped the course of history, leaving an indelible mark on the map and the imagination. Archaeology plays a crucial role in understanding the Vikings, separating fact from fiction and providing valuable insights into their daily lives. Excavations of Viking settlements, burial mounds, and shipwrecks have unearthed a wealth of artifacts, from everyday objects to intricate jewelry and weapons. These discoveries help us to reconstruct their homes, understand their beliefs, and appreciate their craftsmanship. One of the most significant archaeological finds is the Oseberg ship, a well-preserved Viking longship discovered in Norway. This ship, along with other ship burials, provides invaluable information about Viking shipbuilding techniques, their burial practices, and their beliefs about the afterlife. By studying the objects they left behind, archaeologists are piecing together the puzzle of Viking history, challenging assumptions and shedding new light on their fascinating world. The Vikings continue to fascinate and inspire us today, their image woven into the fabric of popular culture. From books and movies to TV shows and video games, the Vikings are everywhere, their horned helmets and fearsome reputation preceding them. While these depictions often take creative liberties, they also reflect our enduring fascination with these enigmatic seafarers. Movies like The Vikings from 1958 and Valhalla Rising from 2009 brought the Viking world to life on the big screen, while TV shows like Vikings from 2013 to 2020 and The Last Kingdom from 2015 to 2022 offered a more nuanced and historically grounded portrayal of their lives and culture. Video games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla from 2020 allow players to step into the shoes of a Viking warrior, exploring a richly detailed open world. The enduring popularity of the Vikings in popular culture speaks to their enduring appeal, their ability to capture our imaginations and transport us to a time of adventure, exploration, and epic battles. Whether portrayed as noble savages or ruthless conquerors, the Vikings continue to hold a special place in our collective consciousness.